Alright, Forest fans, Max Newton here on Talk Forest TV. Hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Giving you a quick late review of Nottingham Forest 1, Ipswich Town 0. Come on. Good win, good win, good win. Yeah, we might not have played our best football. Yeah, we might not have rained chances down on Ipswich. Yeah, it might not have been the samba flowing football that we all want to see. But in this Premier League, it's all about accumulating points. And you have to accumulate points in games like Ipswich and not drop points. And, we've dropped points in previous seasons in these sorts of games, like Ipswich at home. Firstly, brilliant. Well done. I'd much rather accumulate and get that point than play really well and lose. I thought it was critical that we had at least one of Morgan Gibbs-White and Elliot Anderson back in the team. I think you take those two out of our midfield, and don't forget you're also taking out Danilo and Sangare as first choice midfielders. It's no wonder we got overrun in midfield and lacked creativity away at Arsenal. And then you take away Chris Wood from the side as well. The Premier League's best striker. And look what Arsenal have done after we played them. They went goal crazy in Europe and battered West Ham. Arsenal are back when they've got Odegaard. But it's not about Arsenal, it's about Forest. Brilliant to see those three players back in the side. Also brilliant to see Jota Silva start his first Premier League game. And I thought he did pretty well. Started like a train, fantastic run down the right, went past round his player, went the other way, got down, won a corner, Forest on the front foot, and Forest stayed on the front foot for about the first 10-12 minutes. Shots cleared off the line, shots saved, shots blocked, numerous corners. Ipswich couldn't get into the Forest half at all for that first 10-12 minutes. But you can't, that doesn't remain the same in any Premier League game. In Ipswich, the game got a bit more even, it got a bit tighter. And Ipswich had a couple of chances. They had one that Aina cleared off the line, doing his job well, and one where I think Sells had made a really good save from a cross shot, and it came out to their guy who looked like he was about to put it in right in front of us, and his mate got in the way. Apart from that, all game, Ipswich didn't really threaten anything at all, and I think that's thanks to the defence, who I thought were magnificent. I thought Nico had a bit of a dodgy first half an hour. I thought there was a couple of times he got caught up the pitch, too far up the pitch, and then the ball was played past him, and then they had free grass to run into down the right hand side, and there was a couple of times where he perhaps went in a bit early again, and the ball was played around him. But after that, I thought he played really, really well. So really great to see him in the side and some good free kicks. But the defence, was superb. It's the defence and the defensive midfield that prevented Ipswich from getting any real foothold in the game. Delap didn't really do anything. Quite frankly, he probably needs to buy a kit that is another size or two bigger. And you need to stop wearing those stupid shin pads like this, which is all very well. You might feel cool and all that, but the problem is that kids on a Sunday, on the Sunday League, go and wear shin pads like this, and they get their fucking legs broken, and that's the fault of people like you, Delap, and you, Jack Grealish. So I think UEFA or FIFA or the Premier League need to sort something out about that. Forest, ended the first half, the better side, but it was quite tight. Special mention to the referee, who seemed, he booked an Ipswich player early doors, and he seemed scared to book anybody. And there was, 4 or 5 clearly bookable offences in the first half. There was 3 on the same 1 square metre patch of grass outside and to the corner of the Ipswich box. Clear yellow cards. Seemed scared to issue anymore. Could have sent their player that had already been cautioned off for a second yellow. Thought Forest's second half came out much more on the front foot, much more closing down the opposition, and really, really dominated the game. A couple of good chances. There was the header from Yates, I think it was, that Muric sort of tipped onto the bar and then managed to get a touch on it on the way down after a nice ball in by Jota Silva. There was lovely work down the left. I thought Callum Hudson-Odoi had a really, really good game and looked threatening all throughout the game. Jota Silva sort of got a bit quieter in the game, but you know he's always putting himself about and he's always getting in there and always doing stuff. And I wondered whether the tackle on the penalty might get overturned because it looked like he threw himself in the air a bit, but there's clear contact. Probably not enough to make him go down the way he did, to be honest. But it's one of those where it's not going to get overturned. Chris Wood steps up, bang! Middle of the goal, high up, smashed, 1-0 Forest, and he never really felt that Ipswich would come back and make us sweat even. Even when there was a period about 15 minutes from the end where they had quite a lot of the ball, and they had quite a lot of the ball just outside the Forest half. And a lot of fans were getting frustrated that we weren't closing in, we weren't getting them, and we were letting them have so much of the ball. But they can't score from there. We kept them out and just shielded the box. Morata comes on, does what Morata does, and the Ipswich had possession and they had territory, but they didn't create any chances, any efforts on goal whatsoever. So really, really professional from Forest. We even had taking the ball into the corner to see the game out. So yeah, really, really pleasing performance. I know apparently there's been a bit of negativity on Twitter, but you're just daft if that's what you think, because these are the games where you need to pick up the wins, you put them in your back pocket. Thank you very much, good night, have your cheese and onion cobs, beer on the way home, superb. Come on, you Reds.